Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mountaineers will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Appalachian State's offense will have the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Back to pass, it's Mooney. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Fires complete on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
They punted away on 4th down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
The play action fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
What a luxury luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. They're working that left side. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Gets it out quickly. Spins away. There he goes to the right. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Appalachian State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Mooney. Oh, he makes a catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Flips it out on the screen. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. On the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Unloads quickly. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Here's the handoff. Inside the 25. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, West Virginia. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Tulane. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his man. It's Humphries. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking for a man. It's Mooney. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, App State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Now he's looking to throw it. Right on the money. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He makes the catch. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll immediately call timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Catch in the middle. It's carry on. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Mountaineers will keep this drive going.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Try and play action. Snagged in the middle. It's carry on. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Now the play fake. Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That's 2 plays in a row now. I think this quarterback's been a bit too greedy. Down by the goal line. I know you want to throw a touchdown. You want to make the highlight type play, but you've got to be smart and you got to know the situation. You got to throw the ball away if nobody's open.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now they regain the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Georgia is just getting the backside of those silver britches kicked today. This is the kind of game diehards of other SEC programs have been waiting for. They're trailing by 21 to Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try the run. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Wants to throw. It's Mooney. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He was trying to get it to the 25, but the defense stands tall, and they force a fourth and short. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. It's complete on the right side. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. Touchdown, App State. And that one will give them the lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick,
Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Let's go! Let's go!
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
and these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to pass. It's Mooney. Snagged out of the air.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Humphries. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll pull it on the read. Quick spin on the run. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Scanning the field, it's Mooney. He'll take a shot. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. He'll ride his man on the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yep.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. The RPO fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. It's complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mooney. Makes the grab down the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you.
Touchdown, Appalachian State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Catch in the middle. It's carry on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the tailback. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll give it to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Throws to the back. The quick out. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. And they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. They strike first here in overtime.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Mooney. Right down the middle. He's got it. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Makes the grab. And that one did not work.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
Touchdown, Appalachian State. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Handoff from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Mooney. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the 2nd overtime. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, App State! Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2.
Come on, set.
He's looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's carry on. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready.
Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they responded with a score of their own. Have to go for 2 here in the 2nd overtime, and this one would win the game. Wants to pass. He got it! The 2-pointer I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.